Hi, Noonies here. Today our adventure is at Fernald Preserve in Hamilton, Ohio. I know we did another trail here a few months ago, which the trailhead was back there. And the right back there is the, what is it? It's really cool. It is the visitor center. I really recommend going in there. And I believe our trailhead is that way. We are doing the Sycamore Trail, which is 2.5 miles round. It's a loop trail, 75 feet of elevation gain. I think we're also doing the Shingle Trail, which is 1 mile out and back, so 2 miles, 16 feet elevation gain. I don't know how much I'm going to film because I'm still having storage issues. The reason I chose this park today is because I've been sick for a while. I'm still having issues breathing, and I'm thinking this is going to help some of that goop come up. But a little about this nature preserve, the Fernald Preserve, is from 1951 to 1989. It was called Fernald Feed Materials Production Center, and they produced uranium. A lot of people didn't know that. And it was, let's see, a lot of people thought that they made pet food here because they're, I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see them from here. And I don't know if I'm doing the trail today that shows it, but a lot of the, the water towers had red and white checks on them, which looked like it was for Purina pet food. I'm the only car in the parking lot. When I pulled in, it started raining. It's supposed to be thunderstorming right now, but I'm doing this anyway. I have my umbrella and my raincoat. But like 5 cars were pulling out. Okay, I'm going to show you the boneyard. I know the hills here aren't big, but they're big enough where I think it will give my lungs a workout, and that's what they need. I haven't been hiking in about a month, and my trail miles are only year to date 34.37. That's not a lot. Oh, I don't see the bones like I saw here before in the past. Okay, now we're going on the Sycamore Trail. I usually see deer when I'm on this trail along this part, and even when I'm in a car, because the road is right over there. But I don't know if at this time of the day I'll see them. And it turned out to be a pretty good day. It was getting cold when I got out of the car. It went down like 20 degrees. But it's getting warm again. These rocks make for a nice walkway in the middle of all that mud. And this is so cool. Keep waiting for Swamp Thing to come up and get ya. The other part is my favorite kind of spiritual part, if that makes sense. It's just pretty daggone awesome. This here is my favorite part because it's just pretty cool. And then up here you can either go to the right if you wish and not finish taking this because it is kind of freaky. So if you get freaked out by walking on radioactive water on both sides of you, I don't know if it is or not, you can get off there. But we're going to go and do the whole thing. Then again, it might be because it says, danger, no swimming or wading, stay on boardwalk, which, God willing, we will do. You can hear cars very clearly here, One reason I chose this park, if I didn't say so before. Oh, there's little tadpoles. Something, I'm not going to go too much. I don't want my phone over the water because I can't go in to get it. But the trails aren't long, the hills aren't much, but I'm thinking that'll get the scoop out of my chest, which it's been coming up all day, even before coming here. We're one left here. And what was I going to say? Oh, and no matter where I go, somebody can get me easily off the trail here and still surrounded by nature. And somebody always knows where I am. So the newer generation's quite nosy. I was in the middle of nowhere. My one daughter sent a picture out in a group text showing my location, saying, "Mom's in the middle of nowhere again." Down here's where the hill is going to be coming back up. We're going to go around a loop, and that's the one I'm looking forward to. Still had a hard time breathing, but the pain's gone out of my chest now, and I haven't heard wheezing. I had wheezing for a few weeks, at least 2. So, and no, I have not been to my doctor. Urgent care, yes, not my doctor. I can almost see buildings down here. I don't know if there were big buildings down here. Now, if you come here and you see a flag in the ground, do not touch it, because that means when they walk the grounds and they see something left over from the uranium plant, they'll tell somebody, and the people will come and mark it. That's basically the story. I don't know if I said it right. We're going to go to the left. I usually go to the left. I think I've only gone to the left here. And then we'll come out that way and go back up. I had a teacher in college for my undergrad, and she said that her dad worked here, and all the kids thought that he made pet food. And it was strange when he came home from work one time and said that his clothes had to be washed separately from the rest of the family. His clothes couldn't touch the rest of the family's clothes. And he died of bomb-making diseases when he died. Or I don't know, disease or diseases. But that's a little bit of history. So the fact that he wore his clothes home makes me think he worked in the lab, and I figured that out by talking to the people in the museum area, the visitors center. Very informative. We're not stopping there today. Just don't feel good. This area right here is where I can really envision a big building, which makes sense since there's a road right up there. Maybe buildings over there too. I think it's very important, if you come here, to stay on the trail and abide by the signs. I haven't seen any two-headed deer or fish with 3 eyes yet here. That's my bad dad joke. Ha ha. Even though I'm not a dad. It's pretty bad. I laughed at my own joke. Ah. We're about to go back out on the gravel road that I said could easily get you here. When I said I could picture buildings here. I rest my case. I don't know if the labs would have been here or up the hill. Don't know. That would be a good question next time I go to the visitor center. They actually have multiple films explaining each building here. But we're not doing that today. But feel free to come out here if you're in this area, in the Hamilton, Ohio area. We just went that way, so we're going up this hill. Which, when I did this after my knee replacement, thought I was going to die. Well, it's still after my knee replacement, but now it doesn't look that bad. And I've been sick for about a month. I haven't seen any pink flags. I've seen a couple things with the fluorescent green things on top. And I wonder if that has the same purpose of the pink flags, and that's to warn people. I don't see one. Maybe they've cleaned it all up. When I came here before, I came with Amelia and Atlas, and I believe we took that back. And I've been here before. I know I took that back, and we didn't take the other trail. And according to all trails, this goes around to where the other one is. So I'm not sure what this does, but we're doing it. So to the left is authorized personnel only, and to the right says caution, uneven terrain. And since all trails says to go this way, which before I didn't have the app. Another weird thing is, you know, it's been like bam, 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 one thing after another, like preventing me from hiking and doing trails. Yeah, I don't think I've been on this part, but my all trails disappeared. All of my history, I finally was able to log back in, and it had the trails I've searched, but none of my all trails history, anything, photos, my profile picture, all that's gone. It's weird. So it is what it is. Maybe just giving me a fresh start with hiking. I don't know. Getting rid of this cold. Danger. Steep slope. Stay on trail. This is pretty awesome. I'm glad we're doing this. Yeah, I've never come this way before. to my recollection. I think every time, I think I've been here 2 other times, we just decided to bypass that for whatever reason. So let's go on back. Everything from here on out is going to be what we've already seen. Well, until we get to the point where we have to turn right towards the parking lot, go through a little more woods, but you'll see that. Okay, folks, we just came from that area, which is my favorite part in the whole preserve. My entire favorite spiritual part. And we came from straight ahead. I don't need my trekking poles. I did last time I was here, I think. But we're going to turn right. And it's not much further. We're almost done. There's a whole bunch over there of that sludge-like stuff. I don't think you can see it. Looks like a swamp. Has me wanting to go back to New Orleans. Last time I was at New Orleans, my 32-year-old daughter was 12, and how old is she? Yeah, 32. And we went there for a cheer competition, and they came in first. I think they only competed against one other team, but they still came in first. But it was the year Katrina hit. I believe Katrina hit New Orleans the end of August, and we were there at the beginning of August. We were so lucky because we also, after New Orleans, well, we took a swamp tour, visited a cemetery, Bourbon Street, a lot of stuff. It was fun. But then we drove through Biloxi, and a Waffle House we stopped at to get a tea or something to drink was flattened by Katrina. We saw that. Then we went and drove to Florida and spent the night there. Then we went camping for a couple of days at Mammoth Cave and went horseback riding. And oh my God, I just thought of something. Keep in mind, this was days after I had a female operation. We drove all that way. I remember it was painful. Yes, but I did it all. Went through caves, went horseback riding, walked through New Orleans, days after surgery. That wasn't my hiss. My hiss came years later, but it was one of the first of many. Oh Lord, I forgot about that. See, we forget the pain. Just goes to show how stubborn I am. Okay, there's a building there. Well, we're getting close. Another over there. Here. Eek. Some little sheds straight ahead. And then the visitors center parking lot. It's right over there. And I wonder if I'm still the only car in it. We're gonna do another trail just because. Not sure which one this is. I don't think it's part of this one. I don't know, but we're just doing it. I think it adds like a half mile. I'm gonna look in all trails and see. I think it goes around a pond. Well, according to the All Trails map, I'm still on the same trail. So, whatever. I keep thinking this was called something else. Last time I was here. We're gonna pass, I don't know if you remember from my other video, where you can look for birds and stuff over. You really can't see it here. Visitor Center. But yeah, we're going close to where that trail begins. And we'll just walk around and do the recap. This is cute. I do remember it. I remember the hill being steeper. But like I said before, I think I said it, the last time I was here was shortly after my second knee replacement. So everything bothered me. Stepping over a curb or a speed bump at the middle of the road bothered me. So, come a long way, baby. This place is good for bird watching too. Here, you can take a screenshot and blow it up if you want. This is exactly how I remembered it, but I thought this was a separate trail. So as you can see, there's lots of variations of trails. Paved, gravel, dirt, boardwalk, and then the trail we did last time where there's a video on, it starts there. And now we're just going to go to the sheltered area and do a recap. For some reason, I'm thinking I'm missing a trail. I'm not sure, but I don't recall doing one that was out and back. So we'll see. I'm exhausted. I'm pooped. But the good thing is last week I was exhausted just going up my steps. So I did a trail and I'm okay. And a lot of the scoops coming up. So TMI. I love this place. It's so peaceful. Like I said, I would recommend going to the visitor center. I'm sorry, I'm itchy and just, it is what it is. But this is the first time in a while I can make a whole video or clips of a video and not have my phone die. So it's not, I don't even have enough storage yet to do a update on my phone or save anything. Well, nothing's getting saved to the cloud anyway. I want to do a shout out. I think his name is Gil, to Verizon in Delhi. I don't live in that area anymore, but I've gone to another Verizon store and called and no one could help me. The one guy at another store looked at me like a deer in the headlights and nothing was getting done. So the guy at the Delhi Verizon, he was able to help me. I'm sorry if I'm kind of going off track. I'm trying to stay here. Pay attention to what I'm saying. But so it looks like what he said's working. I may need to go back in there. I may need some more help. But as long as everything moving forward is going in the right direction, we're good. So this was a fun hike. Beautiful day. I mean, it said thunderstorms, and look, it's beautiful. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it was still spitting rain. So I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just rambling.